Friday, we played Michigan State, hit a double down, double to right field, a 2-run score, walked them off. Sunday, there was a guy on second with 2 outs, and I came up, hit a line drive over the left fielder's head. The guy scored, and I did it again.
And Maryland wins the series.
You see people say ACC, SEC have bigger facilities, nicer fields, skill gap is way bigger. What are your thoughts on that?
I would say that
This episode is sponsored by BP Zones, but we'll get more into them later.
All right, so I'm gonna do the clap.
Yeah.
So all my cameras know that this joint has started.
Yeah.
So y'all, you see what it is. I'm with my boy,
Yes,
B
sir.
Mart.
How you
Know what I'm saying? Getting into it, I want the people to know about you.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I got a baseball journey.
Okay.
So kind of just from your point of view, run me through
Yeah.
your baseball journey, like just being born and raised in Maryland.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm from Bowie, Maryland.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like my guy. And started playing on Bowie Bulldogs. The little club team.
Yeah.
And I was pretty. It was pretty fun. I was doing pretty good. Then ended up going to PG Select, and PG Select was, that's probably where most of my memories start of baseball.
Yeah.
It's where I met guys like Lee Ellis, like where I met guys like Cam Johnson and a lot of players in that league, and just around Maryland I met, playing them.
Yeah.
And seeing them on that team. PG Select was probably some of the best memories I had. We even went to Missouri, Branson, Missouri.
Oh wow.
To play in the Cal Ripken World Series. Okay. We lost to Virginia in the championship, but it was still good. We got to see like Japan play and team like that. So kind of the same thing you were saying you did with Little League World Series.
Yeah.
It was just the opposite. We didn't do that type of. We did the Cal Ripken, but definitely was a cool experience. Then I played for the Canes American, I think.
Okay.
Like our Canes team was stacked.
Really?
Loaded.
Who'd y'all have? Any names?
We had Brian, we had Coy, Cam Nelson just got drafted.
Oh yeah, Wake Forest.
We had Wake Forest.
Yeah, two-way lefty, and he hit. Yeah, he's a dog.
Exactly. And then I played on PG Select with EJ.
Yeah.
I played on Canes with them.
Okay. That's like Canes. That's like what, 14, 15 years old before high school.
Yeah, before high school, and then right when I got into high school, kind of stopped, and then as I got into my junior and senior year, when we started playing at those those big tournaments, I got back into Canes.
Was Canes how it was back then, how it is now, like with the luxury buses and like giving all the gear to you?
Yeah,
like
we definitely had
that?
some gear. We had some gear, but it wasn't. We weren't like the team on the bus. We didn't get that.
What team is the top? Is it like
I think
National?
It's Canes National or something.
Okay.
Yeah. They were crazy. They a couple people on that team actually eventually moved up to that team.
That were on your team?
They were on my team.
Okay.
But I had stopped playing with Canes by that time. But we definitely saw those those Canes Nationals team that rode in on a bus to a tournament. As I went to St. John's, St. John's High School. And that was as I was telling you earlier, I still use things from St. John's today. That was really, I think I grew the most at St. John's for sure. The coaches taught me a lot.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're all good.
Is St. John's, like, I know it's a military prep school.
Yeah.
So like, are y'all like doing like extensive workouts as high schoolers and stuff like that, or is just like, what's the military high school part for?
That was like the ROTC program was like really good. But the regular students didn't have to do much with that or anything with that. But you could come in and you could join the ROTC program. There was some kind of like benefit they tried to offer with that. I don't know exactly what that was, but we definitely had long day. We have long days there. It's 6 a.m. lift or 7 a.m. lift.
Yeah.
We there till 6 p.m. Yeah. Which is probably not, most people probably were like, oh, that's terrible. But, that's when you learn. I'm learning a bunch of baseball. Yeah. They almost turned it into like a Pro 5 or some type
I know
of
situation. They've always had D1 commits. Like, I know there's other places like in the country that are known for being like really good.
Yeah.
But like, I would say in our area, you got St. John's, Spalding.
Yeah.
Gonzaga, is Gonzaga in that mix?
They can be. They can be. They've had enough. They probably had enough.
Yeah, I would say so. And then Calvert Hall.
Calvert Hall is good.
Calvert Hall is pretty good.
Yes. Yeah, so there are definitely, teams that have kind of made that, but definitely, put in a bunch of long days at St. John's. Met a lot of people. Had a bunch of great teams.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later, but yeah, sir.
Who would you say is the toughest player to come out of St. John's? I mean, I feel like I know what you're gonna say, but explain your reasoning and why, and who it is.
Out of St. John's, I can give you. I mean, I have to go James Wood.
Okay. Yeah.
But I know that he. I know he wasn't there all 4 years.
Yeah.
But
went to IMG.
Yeah, he did. He went to
Florida.
IMG, but he's definitely probably him or Triantos. He also didn't stay all 4. James Triantos.
That name sounds really familiar.
Yes, yeah. I think
Where'd he go?
I think he's with the Cubs.
With the Cubs?
He's with the Cubs. I'm pretty sure.
Did he get drafted out of high school?
I think he did. Yes, I think he did. There's a bunch of other guys we had. That were good. I saw, DM Jefferson. He was
Notre Dame.
Yeah, he went to Notre Dame. We had a lot of good guys. But I think James probably has to be the best. I mean, obviously he made it probably the farthest.
Yeah.
But he's doing really good up there right now. So
I mean, he's just a freak athlete, bro.
He's a freak.
6'7",
Yeah.
like 6'7".
Yeah.
But no, 6'7".
Yeah.
Like he runs like a. He runs
pretty well for how big he is.
Yeah. Very well.
Definitely not slow.
And he's got power too.
Yes.
Like he's not jacked like Judge. He's like slim strong.
Yeah.
But I mean, he'll give you 25 bombs a season.
Oh yeah, he will. And backside home runs too.
And who?
Backside home runs.
Yeah, backside joints.
Yeah.
He can hit.
Yes, he can.
He's sure.
A really good hitter. But yeah, no. James, I didn't see much of him because obviously he left.
Yeah.
But he definitely was, freak athlete at that time.
And he's a straight gun.
Before we get back into it, here's a quick word from today's sponsor, BP Zones. If you play baseball or softball and you're serious about your command, this is a tool you absolutely need. Being a former pitcher, I worked on velocity, but my number one focus was always command. Why, you ask? Because if you can't throw strikes, they're not going to put you in the game to play. And we don't want that. That's where BP Zones comes in. BP Zones is famous for their portable strike zone trainers that you can use in your bullpens to work on your location and strike recognition. Some of my favorites include the River, the Tight Zone, harder but built for pinpoint accuracy, and my personal favorite, the Sure Strike frame, the same one that I hit at the University of Maryland.
Yeah!
Their strike zones also come in any colorway you want, giving your BP zone that custom feel to it. All the BP zones come with a structural lifetime warranty, and on top of that, if you get 2 BP zones, the third one is 50% off. So again, guys, I cannot recommend BP zones enough, and if you're looking to sharpen your command and take your training to the next level, then I recommend getting the BP zone that works the best for you. Thank you again to BP Zones for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the podcast.
I want to move on to college stuff.
Yeah.
But high school. Well, not high school, just like, since we're on the topic of high school, I want to know from you.
Yeah.
Top 3 players that you've seen as high schoolers out of Maryland. Like, top 3 players out of Maryland you've seen.
Out of Maryland?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Cam Johnson has to go in there.
Okay. Bro was throwing 100.
Yeah. I went to his pro day and tried to hit off him, and it was impossible.
Yeah. I believe it. Maybe some sneaker.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Sneaky players?
Yeah, like people that people might not think you would say.
Yeah, exactly.
They're super good. Is Lee in that mix?
Lee is definitely in there, but I'm trying to. I already said Lee, so
you're right.
I'm trying to think. But I think Lee was number 1 coming out of high school, in Maryland. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
Right? Probably.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So Lee's up there for sure. There's so many good ones.
You know how I was gonna say?
What?
We never played him because we were in WCAC.
Yeah.
But you know who's out of Maryland, bro?
Who's
dominating right now?
Who?
Probably better than James Wood, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Jackson Merrill.
Oh my goodness! How did I forget about? Yeah. Okay. So it's definitely out of Maryland.
What's the new order?
The new order? I need more than 3 spots.
Give me 5.
Okay.
Give me 5. But then I need you to answer because we got to move on to college.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's starting to get a little dark. We're recording this podcast. We had a long day, we're doing this at the end of the day. So top 5.
Top 5. I definitely go. So it's James, Cam Nelson, Cam Johnson.
Okay.
Jackson Merrill for sure.
Okay. Padres.
I don't know. Chris Hakopian that was here last year might have to go in that.
Okay. Did he transfer or is he still here?
He's at Texas A&M now.
Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what is that, 4?
Yeah. One more.
That's 4, and then I go Lee.
Lee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Lee made the cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, Lee's his dog. Y'all played at St. John's together.
Yeah.
Real quick, how was your experience with Lee before he like left and stuff?
Yeah. Nah, Lee's always been, he's always been a freak athlete. I've always seen him. I played Little League with him. I played older. I've always just seen, he's definitely made my game, bigger. I seen him do some crazy things, and I'm like, dang, I got to try to do that, or try to see if I can do that.
Yeah.
So he's definitely a freak, and he's at Ohio State now, but he should have a good year.
Yeah.
Definitely see that.
Yeah, I just did the video of him that you've seen, so you want to tap in with that, you know what I mean? Get that video to 10,000 views.
Yes, sir.
Like and comment, all that good stuff.
Yep.
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
So moving on to college though.
Yeah.
College, where we are right now.
We are.
God daggone. Yo, look at this view, dog.
Yeah. We're in the middle of the field, right?
Dog in the middle of the field. Like, who is doing podcasts like this, bro?
Yeah.
Like, bro, the hookup for this is crazy.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, bro, this hookup, people don't do podcasts on fields, bro.
Yeah.
So this stuff is hard.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So tell me about your college journey. I know you decommitted from somewhere.
Yeah.
And now you're here. Tell me about that process. And why you chose Maryland.
Yeah. My freshman year in high school, I was starting to get recruited, and then around sophomore year time, I started talking to Florida State, and they were I liked the coach's vibe, and everything just felt right. So I committed to Florida State pretty, I wouldn't say instantly, but pretty quickly.
As a junior?
As a sophomore.
As a sophomore.
Yes.
Had you gone on the visit yet?
I had not yet seen the school yet. I had not yet seen the school.
Why'd you commit?
It just felt. I'm telling you, the coaches loved me. I love the coaches.
Yeah.
And it felt like a good fit. I always wanted to go down south as well.
Okay.
That's what I had thought.
Okay.
I wanted to go down south and get as far away from Maryland as I could.
Yeah, that's what people be saying. I don't know why people say that.
Exactly, because I was feeding into that. And I thought that's where I wanted to go. And you thought you had to go SEC, ACC. And then obviously that the coaches switched and it didn't end up working out. So I decommitted. And
your sophomore year still or junior?
No,
season?
this is about. Which is crazy. It was a senior year. It was about
senior.
It was 2. I probably had 2 months left
until in your senior season.
I think pretty close to probably 2 months left in senior year season.
So you had been committed to them for a while.
For a while, yes.
Okay.
And and then after that, I told my coaches at St. John's, that I wasn't going to Florida State anymore, and they reached out to everybody they could, and that at that time it was not a lot of money left at most places. Yeah. And
it's getting close to the deadline.
Exactly.
It's been close.
It's been close.
Yeah.
And then I even thought about I wasn't really vocal about it, but I thought about reclassing, because I really am supposed to be in the grade below me.
Dang.
And
how old are you?
I'm 19.
19, okay.
19, yeah. Going to my junior year, 19. I know it's probably, I was way young. I'm every time I'm the youngest in in my class. Yeah. I went to JMU, which actually Jimmy Jackson, that's who I was talking to. He was at JMU. And he'd always been there. JMU had always been there. I talked to Jimmy a lot. And, I talked to Maryland, and, and that's when after the first call it hit me, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to Maryland. Because I like the things Sol was talking about, and it was it's easy. I've always been familiar with that place. Yeah. I wouldn't say I've always dreamed of going there, but definitely was something where that'd be cool if I do that. Yeah. And then I really understood, I'm from Maryland. Let's go to Maryland and do it at Maryland.
Right. 100%.
So, not too long after that, I committed to Maryland. And what was crazy is Jimmy Jackson then became the pitching coach at Maryland.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it kind of came around full circle.
Yeah.
So now that we're all here, we're about to have a great year.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, for sure. So let me get your take on this then.
Yeah.
So you decommitted from Florida State.
Yeah.
They're ACC.
Yeah.
You're now in a Big Ten school.
Yeah.
Like, you see people say, like, ACC, SEC, they have bigger facilities, nicer fields, more technology. The competition's, the skill gap is way bigger. Or at least some people like say this. What are your thoughts on that? Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like Maryland is a tough program. Along with the schools up there on the wall like Oregon, UCLA, and more. So what's your thought on that? ACC and SEC is way better than the other conferences.
I would say that you definitely have your, you know, your crazy guys like your Liam Doyles. And you know,
Liam Doyle,
he's on Tennessee. He got drafted, but he threw like 102.
Oh, 102?
Yeah. Like,
and then what's the dude's name? Righty, Ben Joyce.
Ben Joyce. Like, you know, you got those guys that throw ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
That are probably not going to be in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And you know, I wouldn't say that the SEC and ACC, you know, that much better because it's all, you know, the top guys in the Big Ten are, you know, throwing around what the SEC and ACC guys are throwing. You just might, you know, in those, you know, lower tier teams in the Big Ten, you might face a couple slower pitching. But I think it really all comes down to, you know, playing time and where can you play the most. Where can you get the most, you know, comfortable? Where can you learn the most?
100%. You know, comfortability is a really important thing. Especially with the portal and stuff like that.
Exactly. You know, so it's definitely SEC and ACC is definitely obviously looks like a better.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like they tough.
There's
like
definitely
Alabama, Tennessee, Vandy, LSU.
Those
facilities are crazy.
There's definitely great baseball in there. But I wouldn't take away anything from the Big Ten because, you know, we still got our guys that, you know, like I faced 97, 98 in the game before, like, you know, like plenty of time. So it's not uncommon to see good competition. And now that we got UCLA, Oregon, and they're, you know, facing great competition. So, you know, I wouldn't say that, you know, it's lower, too much lower.
No, I agree with you. We got to talk about freshman year. I want to hear about it. So, you know, you went back to back. You know, you talk about it.
You go.
All right, I got you. You talk about how'd your freshman year go?
But unlike, you know, how it should go, I started, you know, immediately as a freshman. You know, always kind of had plans of that. Like I didn't feel like I shouldn't play. But I started freshman year. We were at Georgia Southern, and I didn't know how fast the game could be or would be. Because that first at bat was pretty fast. I kind of settled down in that game for sure. But the first at bat of my freshman year was crazy. I struck out on like, I might have been, the most could have been like 4 or 5 pitches, but I struck out.
Like the at bat was 4 to 5 pitches?
The bat could have been like 4 to 5 pitches, like one of the quickest at bats I ever had.
Okay.
And, you know, I came back to the dugout and I was just sitting there looking like, you know, this is crazy. Like, there's no way I just did that.
Because you've never done that?
Never done this before. I don't know how it feels. I don't know how it's.
You never struck out before?
No, I'm saying I struck out, but I didn't know, you know, college baseball, how fast it was. It's a different game than high school.
Is it a quicker game?
It's quick. You have to, you know, you can get sped up. You'll see like
in all sports.
In all sports. Anything you're doing that's new, you know, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, you don't know your plan, your process, you know, it'll speed up on you. And before you look, the game will be over and you got 3 strikeouts. You know. That's so that was definitely crazy. I settled in that game. You know, I made the game-winning catch in that game.
Oh, tough.
Friday, I don't believe I was starting that game, but Friday we played Michigan State. I came in, hit a double to right field, a 2-run scored, walked them off. Saturday, I believe we lost, and then Sunday we played, and there was a guy on second with 2 outs, and I came up, hit a line drive over the left fielder's head. That guy scored, and I did it again. And that was probably like, you know, probably the craziest moment I had.
Talk about making a statement.
Yeah. So that was definitely a big thing. And then, you know, now sophomore year, or I guess it's not now anymore, but sophomore year, I felt like I obviously did better statistic-wise, but not that I was necessarily focused on that. I definitely feel like I was more comfortable with the game. Nothing was fast, felt easy.
Yeah. About that, what did you do to make the game slow down? Was there anything specific?
I think definitely was my process. I took watching, pictures more seriously. I took literally everything, taking ground balls. I worked with, our infield guy here, taking ground balls differently. And Swope, he won't let you fail. Like he's gonna keep working with you. He'll never give up on
that's good.
On what you're trying to do. So he always helped me. He always believed in me.
Yeah, that's good.
And,
I mean, shoot. Well, was he your head coach when you came here as a freshman?
My freshman year, yeah. That was the first win. I was here when he got his first win.
So I bet. So from the get-go, you knew that he believed in you because he was willing to take you on.
Yes.
When you got recruited really late.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's tough.
Yeah. And I just I grew. I felt like there was. I mean, obviously there's always room to grow.
Yeah.
And there's room to you haven't seen everything, but I felt like that my process had got me. I knew what I was trying to do. Yeah. I knew what I was trying to do in at-bats, and it led me to having the most walks in the Big Ten.
That's tough. That means you're watching the ball to play.
Yeah, exactly. Like
on some Juan Soto type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like watching that.
Yeah. And he's actually my favorite player for
Is he?
Yeah, probably all time.
Bro, I can't believe he left the Nationals.
Yeah, I don't even watch baseball around here anymore.
Really?
Yeah, too much. I want the Nationals to do good, but I don't. I haven't watched it in a while.
Are you an Orioles fan? Because I know they were going crazy, and everybody decided to become an Orioles fan all of a sudden.
I was never an Orioles fan. I would say I go to some of the games because it's cool. Okay. But I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm an Orioles fan.
What fan? You're a Nats fan?
Yeah, I'm a Nats fan, but I still haven't watched a lot of Nats stuff because we got rid of everybody.
Exactly. Scherzer,
Turner,
Bryce Harper.
Yeah, that's a lot. Man.
Jason Worth, that's a throwback.
Bro. Ryan Zimmerman.
Yeah, with the this guy here.
Bro. We had players, man.
Yeah,
some good players.
He did.
But yeah, I got more comfortable. I felt good with my process and day to day. I just trusted it out there. Looking to do that again. Have a good year.
She like the way that I do it. They want with me, I knew it. I'm already knowing.